comprehend what happened. No, do you know what? Do you know what I want to be done with my body when it dies? So like, stars obviously formed all of the heavier elements in the universe, right?
Yeah.
So, I want my body to be launched back into a star.
That's quite an expensive request there, Jake.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You could probably get to the sun pretty cheaply.
Well, the problem with that.
Whatever you
You can't
transport,
just,
it's
like...
going into the
Well,
star.
you don't need.
Like,
Here's
it's
the thing.
lost.
You don't
Yeah.
need pressurized systems or anything because there's no one to keep alive. So that means it doesn't matter if your blood boils or your body explodes. Who the fuck cares? You're not gonna know.
You're right. They should still
That's
live
true.
stream it though.
So they don't need any
It's not
pressurized
live stream it.
systems to keep you alive, which keeps the cost down immensely. They don't need any food or anything because that will take years.
Yeah, the only the only thing that'll be there is a camera for the live stream.
They literally just need a rocket and just like your coffin and then fuel, and that's it.
You see, but that's hard because you have to leave the Earth's orbit, right? Which is
Yeah, and that
too
takes
hard.
that takes an immense amount of force. Like, you don't understand that part. Like, this is now we're talking about a field
Yeah.
that I know instead of the fucking biology and
But
mixed with
you have to
Computer
lower-
science.
computer science
But
shit.
then-
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is my
because
shit.
you're still in orbit around the sun. You have to lower your periapsis to be within like the sun's atmosphere. Or
Nah, you don't even
whatever
have
the
to
fuck
do
it's
that.
called.
You don't have to make it so that it orbits the sun. You just make it so it's just straight shot, direct impact into it. You only want to orbit
No, you're
anything
already
just to
orbiting
land.
the sun though.
Well, yeah, technically everything in our little solar system is. So like, it doesn't matter that
Yeah,
much, and there's
but,
no
like,
planets that are going to be in the way. So as long as you
It
don't hit
would
an
take
asteroid.
more delta V. Wouldn't it take more delta V to launch straight into the sun than to just lower your periapsis?
I don't even know what a periaps is.
The lowest point in your orbit.
Oh, okay. I feel like it's just easier to just straight shoot it though, not instead of just lowering yourself slowly into the sun.
No,
Especially-
like let's say you go to your apoapsis, right? Like the highest point in your orbit. And you point away from the direction that you're going in and you burn. That would directly lower your periapsis, right? So then
So
would
if you
just
point
wait-
away from... Wait, so are you saying, like, point the direction of your rocket to boost you away from the sun, or closer towards the sun, to have a lower
No,
orbit?
here, I'll draw a diagram.
Getting advanced. Jake's been planning it out.
We're doing
Yeah.
we're doing some engineering now.
I'll draw a diagram
Some
and
fucking
text it to you.
physics.
Advanced physics at that.
Orbital mechanics. I don't even know how the fuck I'm supposed to draw this.
Just draw
This
like
is
part
me.
of the.
This is the sun.
Just
No,
part.
but like I'm trying to open my notes app. Oh,
Do
I
you
got
not know how to use it?
it. I figured it out.
Alright.
This is really fucking retarded, but I sent it.
Yeah.
So that middle circle is the sun, the top point is the apoapsis, the bottom is the periapsis, and you see the direction that we're going in is counterclockwise. And then at that point,
I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah. If you point in the opposite direction of the orbit, it will slow you down and pull you closer towards the sun itself.
Yeah, yeah. Wouldn't that use less delta V than going straight at it?
Probably. Actually, velocity is just a linear path. It would... Technically, it would use less velocity, but I don't know if you would do... I'm not sure, actually. I don't know the exact science and equation for this, because, like, if you do an exact straight shot through... just try to get to the sun, you'd have to cant it a little bit to counteract the gravity.
Yeah.
In the orbiting motion, because we're going to be launching from an orbiting motion.
Yeah.
Is
that what you're learning right now?
No, I just am using like what I know from aerodynamics and aviation physics. Because it's similar. This is similar to how like a plane would fly. Like if you keep going in a straight motion, our Earth's gravity won't pull you straight down. But if you start slowing down to the point where you're not keeping up with that forward momentum, then you'll just go straight down.
Yeah.
Just without any power.
When you're flying, do you have to point the nose down a little bit every so often?
No, it just depends on the plane. Because gravity does the work for you. You don't have to point the nose down like all the flat earthers say you would have to.
Oh, can't see the
car. But when you fly in a plane does not fly straight and level comparative to the cabin. The wings fly straight and level, but how the wings are built on the aircraft, they're slightly... Here, I'll just draw a picture as well. But like... But like, when a plane is built, they typically aren't in... The wings typically aren't in line with the body of the aircraft.
Are you saying like directly in like the center of the cylinder, like the I don't know what you call it.
Yeah. So how the plane would be is that I'm drawing this out right now. So probably get the point through this. So the arrow is the wing, and the rest is the fuselage. So when taking off, you could be straight and level with the wing. It all depends on this thing called the chord line and also the angle of attack. And the angle of attack isn't based off of how you are seated in position, it's based off of what the wing is.
I see.
So the chord line is just...
left, right?
Yeah, so the chord line is just pretty much the middle of the entire wing from the leading edge to the trailing edge, relative average, if you want to. And you can increase it or decrease it by using flaps, which they do their own thing and help tip you a certain way, in layman's terms. But wings are typically not going to be in line with the airplane that they're situated on.
Gotcha. That's why wings are like tilted and shit.
Yeah, so if you ever like go flying in a Cessna 172, when you're doing a straight and level flight, you yourself are going to be pitched slightly down by like maybe 2 or 3 degrees, but the plane is going to stay at a level altitude.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense actually.
Yeah.
Because then the wings are pointed straight, and the vehicle itself, like as a whole, may not relatively be straight, but the wings are parallel to the ground.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's a weird thing. Yeah, it's a weird thing that people don't realize, but that's what happens.
So what you're saying is, when I'm in a 747, on a commercial flight, and we're just coasting, at the same altitude, the whole plane is tilted slightly forward.
It depends on how the plane is. It could be actually tilted slightly backwards.
Oh, okay. Does it depend on, like, does what's inside of it affect that?
Like, what do you mean? Like inside the wing or inside the fuselage?
Like the distribution of mass within the plane.
Yeah, so that actually, if you have an aft or backwards heavy CG, your plane will actually go faster in cruise than it will.
Really?
Yeah, than it
Huh.
will with a regular CG. But it also makes the plane dynamically unstable.
Oh, okay. That's
So
so
you're
funny.
taking that trade off with speed, but if anything goes wrong, you're kind of fucking yourself over.
Why? So does that what? Does that put your center of lift in front of your center of mass?
So you always want to have your center of yeah, that would put, so having an aft CG would put your center of lift in front of it. I believe. Hold on, let me think. I'm trying to remember if aft lift or aft or forward lift is good. Fuck, I can't remember. I took
I have no idea.
I took advanced aerodynamics like a year ago, but from what I remember, I believe most planes, they typically have a slightly forward CG than their lift, because a lot of fighter
Gotcha.
jets, they are dynamically unstable, and they use computers to help them stay stable in flight. And it's controlled by the pilot. You can turn it on and off to do more advanced maneuvers, but then you're also kind of, if you don't have the skill required to maneuver with a aft center of lift, then you kind of just kill yourself. But
So when they ask you not to go to the bathroom when you're on the plane, is it because they don't want shifting center of gravity?
no, that's just a federal regulation. During any critical, this is like literal definition, any critical phases of flight, every passenger and crew member must have at least a safety belt on and must be seated. During cruise, people can just get up about the cabin and take their, for the flight crew, their shoulder harness off, but they must keep the seatbelt on. And then for the passengers, they can take their seatbelt off and roam about the cabin.
Huh. That's a weird regulation, but I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't want people flying around the cabin.
Yeah, because, like, say if you crash land and someone's just in the shitter, there's no seatbelt, you know? So,
Yeah.
that person's just gonna die, for one.
Isn't the back of the plane one of the better spots to be though if it crashes? At least like front of the plane hits first.
Yeah, so, like, that would probably be the better place to be, in the back.
But I mean, you're still in the toilet. There's still a good chance you're going flying face first into that wall.
Or just going straight up and hitting your head and then breaking your neck.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
That arguably might be worse. Fuck.
We're talking about
Sounds pretty
physics. Yeah. But some planes are also made to be, like I said earlier, dynamically unstable, just so they can do acrobats and stuff a lot easier.
Oh my god, speaking of that, did you see, you already know what I'm going to say, did you see that air show?
The crash? Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That's
I wish I
fucking
didn't see the
insane,
video.
Yeah, isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah, that was one of the worst mid-airs I've seen.
Like, the little plane straight up just cut the cargo plane in half.
That was a bomber. That was an old
Or
World
the
War II bomber. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Oh,
straight up
shit.
just got cut in half.
Mm-hmm. And hold on, I'll look up a video, or a picture for you guys.
Ryan, have you seen it?
I have not.
It's fucking crazy. And then
It
the
sounds
rest
pretty
of the,
crazy.
yeah, and then the rest
I
of the
think so.
plane
I'll
like,
be
goes
back in a
down and
second.
it straight up blows up.
Oh, apparently Luke is just telling me that DMZ is only for 3 people.
Oh, we can just do like some multiplayer or Warzone then.
Yeah, we could do something else then. Oh, Luke wants to eat, so.
Alright, we should play one then. Have you tried it yet?
Warzone? Or DMZ?
DMZ.
I've played DMZ, yeah, last night with Ryan and Luke.
It's pretty fucking fun.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you should be able to. I think we just have a microwave that's too powerful for that circuit breaker.
I guess that would explain why the other one fucking shit itself.
Yeah.
Is Baron enjoying the snow?
I don't know, because he's at a trainer's right now. Anyways,
Oh, okay.
so the B-17 was called the Flying Fortress, the plane that got cut in half at the air show.
Yeah.
I showed you a picture. I just sent a picture why. This was also after an airplane rammed into it.
Fuck that, dude.
This flew home like that.
How? It's just it's just constructed that well.
Yeah. Somehow. They were able to land safely. So, to do that,
Dude,
it
that
took a
must
lot
have been
of
the
force.
sweatiest flight ever.
Yeah, I bet. No, that was all pilot error on that fighter plane's end. So
Yeah. Do you know what happened with that? Like, why did he crash into the other guy?
lost situational awareness. That's all. That's literally what it comes
Damn,
down
it's
to.
that easy.
He just was not paying attention to that area.
Didn't
So.
see the giant ass plane that he was about to fly into.
There's a lot of stuff going on in the air show that you got to be looking out for. It's hard for a one-man crew to look at everything. So
If that makes sense.
yeah.
If you're a pilot, you should be able to fly anything.
Some pilots are better than others, Luke.
Yeah, I'm better than all.
Luke, what if you're a flightless bird?
I can fly better than Denzel.
They want to know what your flightless bird is.
My flightless bird is probably a dodo.
A dodo.
Hell yeah. They're dead, Luke.
They're dead, Luke.
Oh, dodo. Dodo. Dodo.
Brother.
Why not a T-Rex? Dinosaurs were basically birds,
They weren't, though. They were reptiles.
but they had feathers, probably.
Probably. It doesn't mean they're birds, you know? Bees have, fur. It doesn't mean they're mammals.
I have a cock, doesn't mean I'm a dude.
Alright, let's start this
My
shit.
pronouns are she, her. They're she, her.
Alright, buddy.
You guys start calling me she, her now, Mike. Got him!
Bruh. Let's get this shit started. Come on.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, Ryan's the fucking party leader.
Oh, where's Ryan?
He got up to go do something.
Ah, lame.
It is indeed very lame. Oh, dude, I saw this YouTube video. This dude put a fucking laser, like the canted laser, on his sniper, and it's just like 100% accurate with the laser. Yeah.
That's stupid.
Indeed, very fucking stupid. So, Mike, if you send over your credit card info, I can show you how to get free COD points.
Bruh. Huh?
Give me your controller.
Get you what? Here you go.
Does Luke know that if he sends me his credit card info that he'll get free COD points?
I don't think he knows that.
Yeah,
Luke,
you
do you
should,
know
see
that?
if he does.
Luke, do you know that if you send Jake your credit card info, you can get free COD points?
Really?
Yeah.
Does he want the back three numbers?
Do you want the back 3 numbers?
Yeah, and the expiration date.
Yeah, and also the expiration.
Okay.
And also the billing zip code.
And the billing zip code, too.
Should I send him the social security number as well, just in case?
He wants to know if
Yes.
you want the... Yeah, he does.
And his mom's phone number.
And your mom's phone number. I think that's for other reasons, though.
What about my mom's social security?
Okay.
Oh, jeez.